Our opponent hesitated, and they really like touching my lands. Bro, touch your own. Here you go. What a surprise. Is that the correct play? Most likely not. Because you use this card to make sure that, you know, stuff like Slickshot hits harder. So first we go for Get Lost, I feel. Especially that we have the second one. Because that encourages them to play a 2-drop on the next turn and use the map token, and we can nullify the one with killing a creature. So that's a little bit better. You kinda want to force them to use this 1 mana, and it seems not much, right? But it can be much. Let's see if they missed. I think they missed a land drop here. So let's get Helix. We know that we can life gain here. Strike doesn't give you the life gain, right? And we can take one of them. Against Mono Red, I will... No. Let's go Annex. Let's go Annex, because Annex can give you a demon, so it's actually a life gain. This will never life gain you. It only costs life. So I think it's a bit safer option. We hope to drop Demonic Pact soon. Our opponent touching Annex. That's a brand new card. They aren't sure what it's doing. Oh, how can you not play a card on 2 mana in Mono Red? Alright, you know what? I think even though it's a Mono Red player, we'll give them 1 turn of freebie. Okay? 1 turn of freebie. That's all you get. They got mana screwed, we won't play land, we won't play cards, unless they play something, you know. I hope they hit a land. Alright, now we are playing a game. You cannot get the excuse that you didn't draw a land. Now we are even. Okay, this is what we expected. And definitely something that dies to Get Lost. And that's why you need to split those removal effects. This destroys, this draws, this deals damage. Against Nemesis, a huge difference. Do we want to pay life? Not really. So I think we go for the Theater. We try to hit untapped land. Man, this is good. Like, against this deck it's good, but we want to hit a land. I think that's the, like, most important part. Then we get the demon. And then we live game. Man, we are getting so much stuff. But not lands. I don't really want to pay 2. Okay, this is a little bit annoying. Not gonna lie. I really hope that they don't have another. That's a bit of a pain, not gonna lie. They will probably start burning it on the next turn, I would guess. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, this is what we needed. So let's get rid of it before they can activate. Now we go for defense because it's always tapped. We go to 11, but this was a good turn for us. With Inevitable Defeat, we basically got extra turn with Annex. So this life gain is what keeps you going, and with Demonic Pacts you can usually burn before, you know, you need to lose the game, and you still have some bargain targets and Get Lost. Like, you can use this to kill your Demonic Pact on the last turn, and this gives you like 5 cards of value, so usually you hit something. Like, of course the value is split, right? 2 cards discarded, removal, and 2 cards for you. But usually you have enough time to find something. What do? I mean, you have haste and you hit face. That's everything that is needed for mythic level gameplay. Alright, do we need to do stuff here? We could go Demonic Pact into Lightning Strike, or no, I think Demon is just better. It will be very hard for them to remove. Before making play like this, check if they have white mana, because this has 6 toughness, so red decks cannot really remove it easily. Like, even with Frenzy it's not enough. However, if they have white, that's sheltered by Ghost, and that means they play, you know, 2-drop, pump it, swing, and then you might be in some trouble, especially if they have Boros Charm. That would probably be close to enough damage to kill us. But it's fine. As long as we can survive this turn, we should be completely, like, winning this game. Especially, like, we are getting the life gain. Man, I want to set up the pack, but we are under so much pressure. And now our opponent cannot use the excuse that they missed a land drop. Alright? We gave them a full turn, a time walk for our Mono Red friends. Okay, this is a nice, this is a bear game that we wanted. Man, I just want to go for the pact. I think this is the turn, right? You can see how hard it is to set up, but once this hits once, we win the game. Let's go for another one. we absolutely chill, this is a huge turn. After this, I don't believe they can win. Like, moment this hits for 4, gets us to 14, they will be so out of the... By the way, they are at 10. Because why not? Why not a random Hidetsugu second right in the deck? Are you serious? But Sloth. Oh, the comments. Can you feel the comments being written? But Sloth, you could hit your own face with a lightning strike and not lose this game. Of course I could. And I will. That's why we have burn spells to counter Hidetsugu's second right that everyone expected. By the way, this is the first time I've seen this card in a game in mono red since it was printed. Literally. Literally. This one has ability, this one doesn't, so we block this guy. And this is a very earned victory. We gave them the time walk. We countered Hidetsugu's second right. And now we deserve all the goodies. Our opponent is nice enough to appreciate it, I feel, and give us lethal. So yeah, that was a game, guys. And that's one of the cool parts about this deck. You can basically have whole deck of removal, basically. So you never whiff, in a way. At least, you know, if you can keep up the tempo, because some decks will spam you with 1-drops faster than you can remove them with 2-drops. The pricing. This requires a creature, right? A big chunky creature. However, we might have some problems with stats, so we will see. I think it's Nemesis, man. We need to push some damage, and Nemesis is here because you can push some extra damage, so it's like a lightning strike in a way, but it also gives emblem. And emblem is kinda important if you want to go for the burn strategy, just because, you know, you can make sure that it's never higher than 20. I hope that they cannot get this to trigger on this turn. I don't remember what this one does. Mill 3 cards, put land. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that means we have time. Man, this is actually great. I think we just keep attacking. There's not much I think we won. Guys, I kid you not, we already won. Because we have so much tempo and now we can find all the answers. So sure, they need to trigger something to 4 power and we'll make sure it won't happen. So they can trigger again, but that means they are losing stuff. So first let's go for the lightning strike. Now they can crack the wilds, okay, but they can only put 2 counters, I believe. One from here and one from here. So this will be 3 toughness creatures, so it should still die, I believe, unless I missed something. Yep. What about this? Well, I think they just did it blindly because, you know, they will do it anyway. But kinda wasted a bit of value here. And as you can see, we have all the answers that we need. We don't really care about it. I think we chill. We have a lot of mana. We will pay this. Go another Nemesis. Nemesis is great at making like a clock for your opponent's life total, because at some point they need to either block it or you can start using it to block. Like, Nemesis is a great blocking creature. It very often trades against one creature and kills the other one with the effect. So very often going 2 for 1. Sure, I mean, we could just kill it now. But to be honest, it does so little. I think we are kinda chill here. Sure, it's a 3-3. Yep. We'll just take the damage, because this doesn't matter. And if we hit with this, we win the game. Alright. And that's how you win with burn. Man, we dealt so much damage so quickly. And back to 15? 18. So I have a good feeling about this one. Let's go with Foundry. Because then we can play Verge and basically get all the colors in case we do Helix or something that requires a specific mana. Like, as I'm playing, it feels like, let's go for this, it feels like Annex is just like better than the Cairn. Because, I will tell you in a second, we cannot mess this turn, it has to be Annex. Because it's so hard to set up something that doesn't kill anything and cannot life gain. Because you always lose life with the Duskmourn's Cairn. I think that's the name, right? I never remember fully. So, you know, Annex can start life gaining at some point. That's a big deal. I think we can just play a tap land. We need this to survive. We went below counter spells because we are good at magic and we are on the play, so they cannot counter them. But I cannot afford another Get Lost. We need to draw a few cards with this. Okay, this is better. That also means we can make the demon. Pretty decent. Let's take the maximum value while we can, because at some point it will die. Don't tell me they have Get Lost. Okay. Okay, if we can draw like 2 cards from this Annex, we should hit the Cairn, and against control, it actually is decent. However, you know, we will need to burn them with it. Because if they get a lot of cards, you will never resolve like anything meaningful, except like spamming, you know, burn spells on the face. So this is the strategy we will be going for. Okay, this is huge. First, you know what has to happen. A glorious swing to the face. And if we deal 6, it actually matters a lot. Like, this deck can punish for it. Alright, Tenacity is a really big deal. I think we could... They really want to counter something on this turn. This is their 3 steps ahead turn. But they also want to kill the demon. Oh, this is an awkward one. Even if they have 3 steps ahead, and they do, and this cost them the full turn. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this is why I was looking at the top land, and I was like, man, we cannot pay 3. Okay, this is nice. This is actually pretty decent. Gives us a good target. The life gain and scrying is of course not amazing for us, but we still deal damage with the demon, and that means the demon survives, so this is still a problem for them for the next turn. Now we have a good target. I kept the mana not using maps, because I expected maybe we kill something, and because they missed it, I don't think we'll need to torch the tower again, so now we can use it, just to make sure that the next draw is a little bit better. Inevitable defeat, we won't have too many permanents to be honest from them. So I don't think it's super meaningful, especially that we have already won. We just want to keep into stuff that burns face, you know, without needing permanent as a target. They are down to 5 cards. Okay, this might be good. Man, this is actually perfect. Okay. With this, I think we can burn them to the ground. Let's go Vent so we can maybe push some damage. We could go Tenacity and try to burn them even harder. Man, this is kinda good. My rank doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I think this is perfect, because now we go this, we hit face, we life gain, which means that we hit face even harder, and this is basically like a lightning strike on top of a creature. And they still need to answer a creature, otherwise we can kill Marang and hit face for 4. I think this is really good turn, man. They drew it, but at least we got some value out of this. Maybe we got them to burn range already. And see, now they are super low on mana and cards, and now we attack. Now we freaking attack. This cannot be countered, but they can kill stuff in response. Let me think, because there is a chance. What can they have? Because if we play this first, then they counter, then we play this, there is a chance we instantly win with the life gain, because it's 6 damage if it hits. Can we make it work like this? I think this is better. Okay, I think this is better. You know why? Because if it dies, they get the map tokens. Map tokens are permanents that cannot be sacrificed at instant speed. So this still gives us a target. And if they activate stuff, it might hurt them even more. Like, they cannot take this damage, so we force them to react first. Which is kinda massive. And those torch the tower. Man, I think we are doing absolutely mighty work. And we will answer before the trigger. Let's see. They want to protect it, so they will use mana if they can. I think they can't. And now we kill this. In response, we life gain 3, which means this deals 6 damage total before even attacking. You cannot sacrifice it, it's sorcery. And now we won! Without even hitting face. Oh, and now this trigger goes to the next game, my friend. And this is why you sometimes need to think how you order those things. Well, guys, this will be a wild one, because we don't have all the mana colors. However, we have double Annex, so if we can draw a single land, it fixes a lot. And we will have red for Torch the Tower, which doesn't hit this guy. I mean, you know what? I'll kinda take it. Man, it feels like we're already so far behind. Delirium is already half activated on turn 2. Alright, we'll roll with it. But man, like, imagine playing 3-drop that doesn't kill a creature. Like, it's crazy. And we're on the play, so we already got like a decent, you know, decent stuff basically. I think the only way we can ever win is with Annex in board. But man, we cannot miss more lands. This tenacity is like, we do 100% tenacities from the deck instead of lands, so that's really bad. Man, if you miss one turn, it's also basically game over. Man, it's so rough to play against like this meta aggro. Look at this. Like, we spent one turn setting up and we are basically at 9. Like, this is ridiculous. And it's double combat phase. And we got manas. Oh my god. Well, I hope you had a lot of fun. I guess I got really outplayed by our mythic opponent. Alright, our opponent going strong with some candy trails. Oh boy, we will have a bit of a slow hand. We're also on the draw. But I think when we get to Demonic Pact, it would fix everything. And then we can absolutely roll with it. I will just play a tapland, you know, just on the safe side. This is a nice card, but we probably want something like Annex or the Cairn. You know, just to keep the pushing some cards and damage. It seems to be like, man, is this fully colorless? This is definitely Ugin deck. I wonder if that's Ultima Ugin deck. Definitely feels like it so far. And they play Hedrons too. See? Here's our Annex. We don't really have removal. You know what? I think against this deck, we can just play like this. We still have Torch the Tower, but we probably don't need it. Alright, let's go Annex here. We desperately need those extra cards. And they already ramped, so they actually are equal in mana. And they will find, you know, new cards very often. If they miss the land drop, I don't really agree with waiting with this sacrifice, because the card on top could be a land, and it would speed their whole deck by one turn. So that could be, and they have a land, so this could actually slow them super hard. This card is surprisingly good. I need to play with it more, man. Let's play the land. And I think this is the moment when we kinda chill a little bit. We will draw more cards, we will remove the stuff. And to be honest, I mean, we cannot kill it. I would love to kill. See, that's why it's good. I guess we could spend 2 cards for it. You know what? This is actually good. Never do it, by the way. This is such a bad play, but in this situation, it is a good play. Because they want to ramp, the whole deck is about ramping. And we are not short on cards anytime soon, so, you know, it doesn't really hurt us, but it hurts them super much. And they also played this, the Gold Saucer, in order to potentially ramp on 3 lands, if they hit the coin flip, you know? The true MTG experience, the coin flip. Alright, jokes aside, the boost. I really want to play this, to be honest. We have already a bargain. I will go with this, because I think we can make it work. Here, let's see. Are they the winner? They are. So let's see. They will have 7 mana, so thanks to this coin flip, they actually can play Ugin on the next turn. Maybe it's something different, because they have haste. Ugin cannot use haste, so maybe it's a different strategy, but I'm sure they must have Ugin in this deck. They must have Ugin. Alright. The Barrens. Barrens will be a bit of a problem. This is non-land, and the rest of the damage is mana-based. I think I want them to discard. It's not the last 2 cards, so it's not super great. As you can see, it kinda didn't matter too much. But we'll make it work. And I think this is the turn when we chill. We have so many plays, we just need time to get them. That's fine. I have no idea what I will discard. We are literally suffering from success. I think it's tenacity, because we won't lack damage. We just lack time, basically. And creature is vulnerable to removal. Alright. I think... No, they cannot activate it second time. Let's see the tap. This might be the last moment when we kill it. Or when we can kill it. Non-land permanent. This is such a pain. Let's go for it. I fear that they might have something, but for Chorus I don't think they have like protection spells and stuff. Let's go. And we keep the bargain for Pact if we have to. You can also use this and just lose some life. So this is actually surprisingly good. Let's draw some cards. Just to make sure that we hit the smooth options and we can answer everything. And here's our untapped land if we want it. I kinda want to get the Demon, man. Like with this we can start pushing tons of damage. And let's get the Surveillant, just to make sure that our next draw is exactly what we want. Annex. Annex is a good card. Okay, I mean you don't say no to Annex in this situation. Like we are going for the grindy game, so if we have more value we should win. And we can get rid of the tap land here. We have all the mana colors, we just want to make sure we can play as many spells as possible. Did it shuffle? Draw X cards? Sure. Man, man, I nearly clicked it by the way. Huh? Does it make you anxious? Anxious. Let's go for this one maybe. Alright, so we are, by the way, at 22 already. As you can see, we are taking all of this back. We play this, and now we need to make some decisions. This is 7 mana, so great target for defeat. I think this is good, guys. Like, if they cannot draw cards, how they will ever recover from this? They can get the treasure. Sure. That should help a lot in our, you know, long-term winning potential. Our opponent is trying best, but as you can see, we are kinda outscaling it super hard. Can they one turn combo us? Man, what is this? Like, we definitely didn't choose you lose the game, so that does it mean that we have all of those? I don't think we do. I mean, and I actually don't know. Checking the interface, that means we only took the damage. I don't think we did. That is our first Demonic Pact. Man, this is so weird. I'm literally playing... Yeah, our opponent... It's fine. Like, I played very slowly. And it's weird. I don't know what is the current trigger. No, I remember we had only one option. Man, this interface is absolutely garbage. Like, this tells you that you have 3 different options. And in reality, the only option you will have is you lose the game. I think I got it right. I won't lose the game just to show you this, but I think that's the case. I'm so tempted to lose the game just to show you that I think that was how it works. But for now, let's just bargain it and not risk it. By the way, that's why we have Torch the Tower and not Burst Lightning. Burst Lightning is better. However, it cannot sacrifice your stuff. We kill it. And now we win because we have enough damage to just, you know, smork our opponent super hard. It's 9. Okay, fully tapped? No, they have treasure, so there is a chance. So first let's swing with this. Then we get them to 3 with Annex. Or -2, just in case. And then we go for inevitable defeat, if we know that they are low. So as you can see, you know, very cute deck, but... kinda hard to play. And let's target maybe this. This will be... Oh, this. This will be hard to target in any way. And that's game. That's 34. You know? Well, guys, let's see it. Oh my god, I'm on the draw as well. This will be rough. We actually don't know what our hand is. We will draw the whole hand out of those claims. But so far, maybe we can at least kill the 2-drop, which will help us a lot. The mouse, we are definitely overdrawing lands super hard, but at least we can kill something. So if they played Nemesis, we kill the Nemesis. Sure. The problem with Manifold Mouse is that it requires something else. Alone it doesn't. I don't think they will do anything. I think we will take 2 damage. Because there is no way they are not playing more. They are not playing more, let's kill it. So that means they might have a lot of burn spells. We took 2 damage extra, but for this, at least we are making sure that we are not getting hit by anything. Do we want to take more damage for the claim? Man, it's so risky to play it. Ho ho ho! No! Magic Harry, you will wait through every single thought of this game on my side. And let's play like this. You know, jokes aside, of course, I'm not playing especially slow, but we also won't rush it just to make bad plays, you know? I'm kinda going for Demonic Pact. If we can hit with this, we should probably win. I'm going for it, man. This deck has no answer for it. So we will get the full value. If they play a creature, see? They concede to a 4-drop because they just cannot beat this value. Alrighty then, so let's go to the outro and talk about the deck because we have some interesting results and one of the cards didn't perform as much as I hoped for and one card absolutely overperformed for me. But before we go there, our absolute legend for today is none other than Blob Zombie, the Pun Master, and also, coincidentally, a huge Mardu fan. Well, what a coincidence that today we have a Mardu deck. I hope you enjoyed this, my friend. Thank you for supporting the channel and being an absolute, you know, bro for all this time. It's been a while, so yeah, thank you so much. And about the deck, Demonic Pact managed to close way more games than I expected, and because we have Bear Gain, we have Get Lost, and yes, you can target your own permanent with this, and no, you don't get the life gain, alright? I learned it from the comments the hard way. I read them, but you can still answer Demonic Pact. So you have a lot of ways to get rid of this on the final turn, but in reality, games are so quick that very often you don't need to. This 4 damage and getting 2 extra cards to find more burn very often is just enough to win the game. The card that performed, to be honest, the worst from all of my expectations is the Claim. Oh, it's not Cairn, it's Claim. I knew I messed it. I always switch those words exactly the same way. So this card feels so slow because you drop it, you take damage, and it also fuels your opponent super hard. So I thought that in this deck it can shine basically the best it can because you can you know, life gain with Helix, Annex, Inevitable Defeat, Demonic Pact. You have so much life gain that you can offset it, and because you can kill your opponent with direct damage, you know, your opponent, it doesn't matter how many cards they have because you just burn them at some point while life gaining. But in reality it was way harder to use, and very often I was kinda scared to use it. Annex absolutely overperformed compared to the Claim. I think Claim is like better like backup Annex. I honestly think this should be a Maze Mind Tome. It feels a little bit better and it can still life gain, so it helps with the rest of the game plan. Tenacity was a bit of hit or miss, but that's why we only play 2. It's not the main strategy, it's something that, you know, can surprise your opponent. Nemesis is a very good creature. It's crazy because it is used only as an aggro creature, but even defensively, it's a really good creature. First, you can get the emblem on your opponent, even with cards like Towards the Tower, so thanks to Nemesis, this can hit face, which is kinda important, while also bargaining your Demonic Pact. But even if you just use it as the defender, usually you can block a 2-power creature, and then you can kill another creature, so you basically trade 2 cards every turn. And even against something big, you can either hit face and try to reverse the game in 1 turn. Like if they have 6-drop, right? You block it, you deal 6 damage to the face, and then you unleash all the burn you had from the, you know, whole hand, whole game. And very often that's enough to burn your opponent and just win the game before they hit again with this. So very nice addition, even defensively. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to all the amazing patrons that keep the channel afloat. So, you know, we can continue making cool content. I hope you had a blast with this one. It was a fun day. I forgot to tell you the stats. I promise. So here they are. We went 5-5 against the sweatiest mythics the world has to offer, with mostly meta decks, you know, that try to kill you before you start playing the game. So honestly, going 50%, which means we match those best decks, is absolutely amazing. So I'm super happy with those results. This deck is very dicey. You cannot fall behind because you don't play sweepers, but it can do stuff very aggressively compared to the other control decks. So I enjoyed it. This was a fun strategy to try, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.